So, hello. I am having a little ride out to Rutland Water, which is about 25 miles away from where I am. Join me when I'm behind Dick in a Citroen C4. So I'll enjoy burning him off very shortly. Plus get rid of the old lorry as well. He seems to not have any indicators on this Citroen. People who don't indicate need shooting. So annoying, and it's so dangerous as well. What's this? Brand new something? I do like it when cars pull over, but some of them make such a big deal of it, like panicking last minute. It's like, yeah, this car here, I'm not going to be overtaken by a junction, am I? They've obviously no idea. The acceleration on this bike, look at this Volvo. Am I really going to overtake on this corner? No. Volvo, they're way behind me and signalling right. It's like, I know that meant for me to overtake, but as if I'm going to overtake while a car is signalling right. Drivers, pull in, fair enough. You don't need to make it a ridiculous jaunty, quick, get in. You know, just stick to the left. Just let the biker go. He's not going to go on bends, he's not going to go while you're signalling right. You know, don't panic. A bike's not going to be bothered. Well, idiots might be, but a normal bike is not going to be bothered sitting behind the car for a few minutes waiting for a safe place to overtake. Do not panic. One thing I wanted to mention was heated grips. Don't know whether you fitted them on your bike, but having used, I think this is the third time I've put them on a bike, and having used the super glue the first time, I vowed I'd never use it again, the one that they provide, because it goes off so quickly, it's ridiculous, and I did happen to drip a bit on my fairing, first bike as well, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, it goes off so quickly, there's no time to adjust it, so I used the last couple of times I've used epoxy resin, Aerodite. My dad always swore by Aerodite, and it's brilliant. And you can, you know, you've got, well, ages before it goes off to adjust it, and then just leave it 24 hours, and it's normally hard as rock. It really is good stuff. But having said that, this and the bike previously, no trouble at all. This one, riding to work the other day, the left-hand grip came loose, which I was absolutely amazed at. So I don't know whether anyone's got any opinions or thoughts on that, similar experiences, but I thought that was really weird. Whether I'd got the mix slightly wrong, or I don't know, pretty much looked like 50-50 to me. Like a say nothing. It's brilliant stuff. Bike-wise as well, I'm looking at. Well, I've been looking at Scorpion exhausts. I really fancy carbon Scorpion exhaust, about 380 maybe, something like that. It's not cheap. It's not cheap. And I know previously I said I wasn't bothered about doing anything to this bike else really, but I just think they look great, sound great, lose a bit of weight as well. Whether I want to part with 380 quid at the moment, I don't know. Maybe not. But if anyone else has got an FZ1, let me know what exhaust you've got. I know you're happy with it. Would you recommend it? Definitely going to be busy for bikes today. Just some nice Ducati. Very nice. Went through red. Shiver. I do like an Aprilia shiver. Yeah, in hindsight, I wish I bought the Aprilia Shiver instead of the Suzuki GSR. I think it's a nicer bike. It's physically a bit bigger, which is good for me because I'm about 6'4"-ish. And it's got the rider modes as well. I think it looks nicer actually, in hindsight. There are a lot of bikes out today. A hell of a lot. It's a perfect day, really, absolutely perfect day, because this time of year when you get days like this, it's warm. I think it's the first day I've not put my thermals underneath my jeans. But it's not, you don't get hot. You can wear your leather jacket, you're not getting hot and sweaty. It's a lovely time of year. I think this Audi could probably go a little bit slower. Oh my god, do you want a written invitation? There are fucking roads closed down here. There's not going to be a lot coming down here. Well, I know why that car's there. Cheeky bobbies. Cheeky bobbies. There we go. To be honest, I don't really mind them doing it because I don't go stupid speeds, and I don't think people should go stupid speeds really. And I think, to be honest, if you do, you've got to accept the consequences. Everyone has a blast. It's the same with cars. Everyone goes over the speed limit. But it's all about knowing when it is safe to do so, i.e. there's basically no one else around. A quick blast of an overtake and stuff like that, fine. But otherwise, you're asking for trouble. I don't think there's nearly enough police around, and especially traffic police. You just don't see any, and there's so many bad drivers and riders around. People should think, I need to watch what I'm doing on this road because there might be a copper on it, and generally people don't, because you just don't see them. The only time you see traffic police normally is when they're actually chasing someone. You know, for me, there should be a lot more preventative, deterrent type stuff with them patrolling the roads. You know, ticking people off for bad driving, because you see a lot of it. You know, just things like people switching lanes without signalling, and you know, they should be pulling people over at work, because I do think people learn from their mistakes if it's pointed out, and a lot of the time they probably don't realise they're doing something wrong, and if they're doing something dangerously wrong, then give them a ticket. You know, I think that's fair enough. I mean, I've been biking for 9 years now, and I've never had a ticket. Actually, that's not true. I've had one speeding fine, and to be honest, it was my own fault. I thought it was a 40, it wasn't, it was a 30, so I was doing 37, and it was a big dual carriageway in Leicester City. I think I've mentioned it before. So, and fair enough, you know, I should know what the speed limit is. And the brilliant thing about that, I chose to go on the speed awareness course, is that it tells you, they tell you how to figure out what speed you are, even if you can't see a speed sign, and I found that incredibly useful, and I wish I'd been taught that 20 years ago when I first passed my driving test. Yeah, there's, you know, and I think that kind of stuff is really useful, and ignorance is not a defence. You know, I thought it was a 30, I should have known it was a 40, so fair enough. And actually I think we're incredibly lucky that we can, first time, you can do one of these courses and not have points. Yeah, it cost me 100 quid or something, but you get 3 points on your licence. You know, I have a car as well, so that's going to affect your car and your motorbike insurance over 3 years or 4 years, however long you have them on your licence for. That's going to cost you a damn sight more than 100 quid in insurance premium. So, but that course, I mean, there's people on that course who are in absolute denial of doing anything wrong. You know, really critical of the system, and you know, defensive and not wanting to take on the advice. It's just like, hold your hands up. You've been caught, you were speeding, you know the laws of the land. You know? Or if you didn't know what speed it was, like me, equally as guilty. You know, it's just, there's a real culture of people need to take more responsibility for themselves. It's cash time. So, lunch bought, picnic style lunch from Aldi. Bargain. Oh, this fucking resurfacing shite. Bastards. God, there was nothing wrong with this road either. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Nice Ducati. Skid risk. It's like me after a night out on the beer.